Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I'm going to be showing you how I color this gorgeous picture. This is from Heather Valentin's group. The Facebook group is called Lacy Sunshine Color and Craft Club, and I was asked if I wanted to do a little kind of trial on her coloring team. So I picked out this gorgeous piece to do, and since Christmas in July is coming up, I picked out a Christmas image, and this is Rory, and this is her Christmas poinsettia picture. She's new in the shop. I will leave a link down below for you, and you can go check out Heather's shop and go through her sections. And like I said, this one is in her new section, new pictures. She's also in her new Christmas coloring book. So I will start telling you what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to color in her skin tones, and I'm going to use this Prismacolor, and this is in the light peach. It's a brush tip pen. And then I'll also be shading her in with these 3 pencils. They are Prisma colored pencils. The beige, the sienna brown, and the blush is going to be done with the pink. And all I'm going to do is go in here, and I'll lower the camera here so you can see a little bit better. Just go in and do the skin color. And like all alcohol ink pens, it goes on a little darker than it actually will dry at. Sorry for the noise, I have my window open. It's a little warm today, and it's the time that everybody's going to be driving home from work. It's the only time we get a lot of traffic on my road. So she's got this beautiful little dress on, and it's got a little fur collar. So we're going to fluff around her hands here. And then I had to debate on the feet. You know, she's got leggings on, and I am going to give her sandals. So I'm going to put her feet skin tones down here. I guess you can't really call them sandals. They're just really pretty, and they're going to be blingy dress shoes with her pretty outfit. Now you can tell in the... Oops, got the wrong end of that. Sorry, I had a phone call, so I messed up here a little bit. Okay. Now I've got all her skin done. And like I said, I like to go back in with the pencils. So we're going to go ahead and use a little of the sienna brown to give her shading up around her hair, down on this side, by her eye, and right up here, and then down the bang side here. I'm just using light pressure. And if you're wondering, the paper that I printed this on, because it is a digital print, is Georgia Pacific 110 cardstock. So it's rather smooth. Then I'm going to take a little of the pink here, go right up to her eye, and bring in some blush. I'm also going to do a little down here for her chin, and a little on the side of her noses, and a little bit here where her lip goes up. And just a little darker here. We're also going to put some down here under her chin and on her arms here, and a little on her thumb. It's a little shadow there, and then probably some down here by the straps of her feet. Give her a little color in her feet down here. Okay, so the brown, I'm going to do a little shadow under her chin. Now my cat is scratching the scratching post, if you're listening to that noise. Her collarbones here, a little on her shoulder, and kind of in the tufts of the fur. This hand is underneath the other hand, so there'll be a shadow there, and a little more in the shadow by the thumb. And just kind of in between the fingers. Okay, the foot is in the shoes, so I'm going to shade down here. Just on that line there. And then on this side. Just like that. And put a little over here, just so she doesn't look like she has a flat foot on that side. And then right where the pant leg comes down. On both sides. Now I'm going to be blending that all in with the beige pencil here, 997. I didn't give you the other numbers, sorry. The sienna brown is 945 and the pink is 929. Now, I know it looks like it's not very sharp, and there's a reason for that. I use this to blend all the colors and then to go over the other one, and I press pretty hard with this to get this blending to just all kind of go together and look like it was painted on instead of colored. So I just kind of pick a spot and go down, and then kind of bring all that color into the area here. Down, bring it over, and chin, and then all of this just over to her center of her nose. And I get that all one color. And the neck, we want to bring all that color down. And then the same on her hands, and her thumb, and her feet. It's okay if you get it over the straps or on the shoes, because you can always, depending on what color you use for those areas, blend it in with that too. So there we have her skin color and the little black lines in here. You can always go over those with another pen. And the feet, which I can tell from this angle I didn't get terribly well, so we're going to add a little more brown in here. Sometimes I try to color so my head doesn't get in the camera and I don't quite see how well I'm doing. There. Okay, that's a bit better. So we've got all that going, and then I'm going to probably start on her hair next, or maybe her outfit. Okay, I've decided to do her eye. I know she's only got one, but I mean, it's cover. Beautiful hairstyle is covering her other eye. And since I'm doing her in kind of a blue color dress for the snow, I think I will match her eye a little bit with that. So we'll go with a indigo blue, a neon-y green. I have to get that out of my case over here, and it's giving me a problem. Come on. And a raspberry kind of color to add some highlight to it. Do I have one of those out? I do. Okay, so what I always do, besides the fact that I need to sharpen my pencils, I'm not prepared here for this. Okay, here we go. The neon green, since I only have one eye, it's going to go in between the two shines here. Then we will add the blue up in the corners. And then bring some of the blue down here. And then we'll add in some of the raspberry. Next to the green on both sides. And into the blue. And I'll add the green around the whole area and blend it in. And a little more of the blue up here. And there we have her eye. Okay, and it's okay if the pencil goes over her eyelashes, because I will be using a pen to go over those again and darken them up a little bit. And I'll also use a Posca to go in for highlights. Now, because nobody's eyeballs are pure white, and it kind of looks a little that she doesn't have the pure white eyeballs, I'm going to add a little bit of the brown up here in the corner, kind of thinner at the top and then a little longer at the bottom here. And I'm going to do the same in the corner of her eye over here. Very, very light touch, just to give her the illusion of having color in the eyeball. And then I'm going to go in with the skin beige and just blend that down. And then I will get a white and just kind of bring all that into the area, which gives her a nice little coloration to her, the white part of her eye, without making it look so stark. Okay, now her lips. Always have a fun time doing the lips. So I'm going to do them in pink, kind of to match her cheek, because we're kind of going for a light look. And I'm just going to color down the center and up on the sides and just a little down here, leaving white spots here and here. And I can go in with a Posca pen later and blend that a little more. Oh, sounds like the ice cream guy is coming down our road. That's cute. I'll just blend that in a little bit and give her some highlights there. Nice soft little lip for her this time. Okay, and then I will be, I'm debating on her outfit. The background of this I've decided I'm going to do in blue, dark blue around the orange, not too dark a blue. A light blue done with a lot of ink around the edges, and then the snowflakes are going to have a blue hue to them too, so blue there. The poinsettias I'm going to do in a more of a pink instead of a dark red. So I thought I would do her outfit in a soft blue. And I can ink that in so it'll be a little easier for me. I just have to find the right blue to do that with. And I am going to use a little Memento ink. I know it's not my distress ink, but it's a dye-based ink. Also, it does not react with water like the distress inks do, but it is transparent. But it is the softest blue I have, and I want her in the softest colors. And I want to do it with this stick thing. See how this is going to look. Okay, so I'm going to use this little tool, and I just pat it on there, and then I'm just going to very lightly put some blue ink down. Very light touch. It's just a sponge touching. And I hold it at an angle and go down on the darker portion where the ink is, and just bring the ink into the picture. So on the line, and I just rub it on the line and then kind of push it in. And on this side, I don't know if I can't do it left-handed, so I'm sorry. I'm going to rub it down the sleeve here and bring it in there. And down here on the side. And the same on the legs, down on this side and on this side, down on the bottom, and bring it up. So it's just like using a felt marker, kind of. Okay, I'm also going to do that on her shoes because I want her shoes to match her outfit. So just starting in the corner there, bring the ink down. And there, she has got a very, very soft blue on and then I can go in and use my colored pencils and darken the areas that I wish to darken. A sky blue and the indigo blue that I used for her eyes, and I'm just going to go in with the sky blue and kind of blend around the areas. So basically I just go over the same areas that I just did with the colored pencil. I always try to pick my inks the inks that are closest to my pencils I want to use. And the sky blue is very close. Okay, and then with the indigo blue, which is going to be very, very, very darker, we're just going to go in on the sides and where Heather has already put some shading in here. And on her shoes. And then where the shadows would hit on the strips. And I'll just do the same on the other shoe. This is just a light touch on this. Where the darkest is, I push harder, but everywhere else is very light. Okay, then we just go back over with the light blue and kind of bring the color around. And I put more pressure with this one. And just smearing the color around. And that's basically how I do the whole outfit. And if you don't like a particular area, you can go over it with a little bit more coloring. So I'll go ahead and finish her little outfit here, and then I'll show you how it looks. medium blue here. True blue and or which one is going to work? This one. I like this one. Okay, we're going to use sky blue here and just bring in a different color. I like being able to see. And I can't let you see. So I add a little like this in there too. Keep looking up at the camera and thinking some places aren't quite the way I want them. So I'll just go in and add a little different color to it. That's the nice thing about coloring. A lot of times when I'm coloring and I'm deciding whether I like the look or not of the thing I'm coloring, I'll actually take a picture of it and then just look at it on the camera. Sometimes the camera will pick up what you can't really see. I know that sounds funny, but that helps me a lot. So I'll look and go that like this little spot right here, really hard for me to see, looks uncolored in the camera, so I will go down and fill it in. And that's the same with any of the other parts of the picture. Because it might not help you, but it helps me. I also need to get really close to the picture so I can see it. Sometimes it's really hard for me to do these videos because I don't want my head in them. But anyway, that's how I'm going to finish coloring her outfit up. Just doing the light and the dark on it. So Okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and darken this up with a little bit of Distress ink and peacock feathers and the same tool. And I'm just going to dab it in there and then go around the darkest areas and pull it in. And it just adds a little bit of highlight to it and darkens up the lightness that was underneath. Adds a little bit of the shadow there. And as long as you don't touch it, excuse me, it will dry on the Prisma colored pencils. And that just adds a little more coloration to her, and a different color of blue too. So this one has a little more green in it, but it's the nice thing about adding colors, which I tend to do a lot. Color on top of color.